It's getting harder and harder every single week to generate premium as Meta and Tesla continue to fall. So, welcome, guys, to week 15 of my Trading for a Living challenge, where the goal is to make over $1,000 a week to pay for my current expenses. So, for week 15, you can see I've hit a new low in terms of weekly trading income. Personally, I'm not happy with it, but that's why we kind of do these challenges and experiments to put yourself through these kind of difficult times. So I made $465. It did take me only about half an hour or so to work out what I wanted to do because Tesla, I rolled up the current strike, and we'll go through the charts and all the trades as I always do in this video. And we can see now that we are now 17% behind, or 2.6K behind from where we need to be of our overall goal. I still have $12,000 of buying power still left, and I might need to put a third trade on, probably on Meta, just to keep things quite simple, as opposed to starting to do a brand new stock. So if we have a look at where we ended up, the reason for such a low number was down to Tesla, where I was worried that Tesla, because it went down so much the week before, that it was going to go up. And so therefore I decided to roll at the same strike, and only managed to get $105 per contract, which equated to 315. And that basically got me $309. So if you look at the week before, 384, but before I was getting 702, 840, 846, 24, even on these big kind of buybacks, it was 675. So you can see here that that's what caused the main challenge within this situation. So if we have a look at Tesla to see where we are, and again, this week as well, Tesla again has continued to tank. Let's see where it's even a pre-market is pretty much flat. So I sold this cover call bit above this pivot level. It was the same cover call I had the week before, because I thought around that pivot level. So I'm looking to kind of really bring this down now around the 220 mark. Again, we got CPI coming out tomorrow. Who knows? It could take the stock even further. So I am waiting to see when this lands out, and I'll do this roll on Friday. We are again oversold now, and last time we were oversold, and we continued to get a little bounce up. So I'm expecting a little bounce up, if I'm honest. But we are now trading at a 52-week low, where I've got 300 shares at 282.50. So kind of our way with there. Enough said with that one. Meta, slightly better story for week 15. Week 16, the week we're currently in, I've got a bit of a problem, which we'll go into. So I got assigned 200 shares, one at 155 and one at 154. So if we head over to Meta, we can see what that cost basis is. Cost basis is 139.50. We had two cover calls at the 103 strike, which we bought back for $2. And then we sold to rolling down to 95 for 158, giving us a net of 156. So if we add that with the Tesla, that's where we get the 465 from. The challenge we got now is Meta has jumped up on news that they are laying off staff. And in any other normal environment, laying off staff would be considered as a negative move. But considering the cost that they're plowing into the metaverse, and with higher interest rates, investors seem to like the fact that we are now reducing costs to hopefully improve profitability inside the future. So at the moment, we're pre-market at 108. And as we mentioned, we've got a call at 195. So I'm in the money now on this call. So I could roll at the same strike. I could probably get some decent premium there. So I need to be careful here on this particular one. So again, with CPI coming out, that will tank it back down. So I'm not going to do anything until Friday anyway. But if CPI comes in better than expected, then we could see Meta continuing even further, which could cause me a bit of a problem. So that's kind of where we are. Again, in both scenarios, in Tesla and in Meta, the shares have been tanking. And that's what, again, was causing me to generate lower premium. But that's fine. Again, the goal is to get over 1,000 a week, but I need to hit that 2,500. So the goal is to make around $500 at least at a minimum, with still keeping a fair decent amount of risk averse measures in place, because I don't want to be assigned these shares and take a loss on the shares. And again, as I mentioned before, I'm generating a lot of premium, which I could be using as part of my break even. So what I might do actually for the next video is stick in the break even so you guys can see that if you're growing a portfolio with this strategy, how you can utilize your gains to potentially get you out of these trades a lot sooner, because I'll be quite interested to see what my break even is on things like Meta and on Tesla. So I'll look to do that until the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next one.